ඔව් ඔව්
ඩවුන්ලෝඩ් කරගන්න ඕනේ. මේක
ඔව්
මේ 68ක් ඕනේ.
ඔයා ඩවුන්ලෝඩ් කරගන්න එපා මම ඩවුන්ලෝඩ් කරගත්ත මේකෙන් බලන්න. ඔයා මේක සම්බන්ධයෙන් දන්නවද? Teams මොකද Microsoft Teams
join ஆயிட்டீங்களா நீங்க?
sekolah kota kan konteks.
told the school kota demo. School kota ne තියෙන්නේ. ඔක්කොම ස්කෝල පොත් තමයි.
ඔව් දැන් මම කොන්ටැක්ට් එක මාරු කරලා ස්කෝල පොත.
මේකේ මේ
කන්සල්ට් කරේ ඇත්ත ගන්න වෙයි. කන්සල්ට් කරේ
දෙකයි පහ.
නෑ කයිද සුන් දෙකයි පාත් උනට කියන
එකයි පහයි. ඒක හරියට 1.5 තමයි හරියට.
මම ඉතින් මම ලොකුනද? ඔව් ලැප්ටොප්.
දැන් පටන් ගන්නද? දැන් මම හිතන්නේ දැන් කතාව ඇහෙනවා.
යනකොටම කට්ටිය දුන්නා. සුබ උදෑසන ප්‍රාර්ථනා කරන සියලු දෙනාටම අපි ඇහෙනවද?
ඔව් ඇහෙනවා.
සුබ උදෑසනක්. සුබ උදෑසනක් අපි ඇහෙනවද?
ඇහෙනවා සර් පැහැදිලිව ඇහෙනවා. අනිත් අයගේ මයික් ඔෆ් වුණා නම් ගොඩාක් පැහැදිලි වෙයි.
ඇහෙනවා සර්. සුබ උදෑසනක් සර්.
ඇහෙන්නේ නැහැ ටික. හෙලෝ.
මයික් එක මියුට් කරලා ඇත්තේ මම හිතන්නේ.
අපිට ඇහෙන්නේ ඉසපත්තුමල්ලා ඇතුළු පාදිසි ලේකම් ඇතුළු සියලු දෙනාගේ අවසරයි. ICT සම්බන්ධ වන බරතන් මහතා මේ වැඩසටහන සම්බන්ධයෙන් අපි වැඩ කරන බරතන් මහතා ඇතුළු SYSCGAA සිස්ටම් ඩෙවලොප්මන්ට් ගෲප් එකේ සියලු දෙනාගෙන් අවසරයි. ඒ වගේම සම්බන්ධ වෙන සියලුම නිලධාරීන්ගෙන් අවසරයි. මම හිතනවා මේ වෙනකොට අපි හොඳ වැඩසටහනක් ආරම්භ කරලා පවත්වාගෙන යනවා. ඒ සඳහා
ඇයි ජෙනරේටර් දාන්න බැරි?
ඒ සඳහා ලැබෙන සහයෝගයන් අපි ඉතා ගෞරවයෙන් අගය කොට සලකනවා සීලුම දෙනාගෙන්. විශේෂයෙන් මේ වැඩසටහන තුල අද මම පොඩි ඇඳිනීමක් කළා. භරතන්ට මේ වැඩසටහනේ නිර්මාතෘට අවස්ථාවක් දෙනවා. අපිට ඉදිරි මොඩියුල් එකක් හැටියට ලෙටර් රයිටින් මොඩියුල් එක කොහොමද ඩෙවලොප් කරන්න කියලා සාකච්ඡා කරන්න. පළමුවෙන් පැහැදිලි නේද මම කියන දේ? පැහැදිලි වෙනව නේද?
පැහැදිලි හේනවා.
සමහර පැහැදිලි නෑ නේද? පරක්කම මම හිතන්නේ අපිටගේ මයික් ඕෆ් කරන්න පැහැදිලිව ඇහි කියලා. ඔක්කොම ඔෆ් කරන්න ඕන මේ ඔක්කොම එක තියන් තියාගෙන
ටෙස්ට්
ඔව් මියුට් කරලා හරි තියෙන්න බෑ තේනෝනේ චාස් කරන්නේ පළි වෙනවා ඔය ජොයින් වෙනවා නම් එළියෙන් නම් ජොයින් වෙනවා දැන් පැහැදිලිව ඇහෙනවද
नाम है कौन जाते दीटो
අපිට නම් ඇහෙනවා සර්.
දැන් පැහැදිලි හේනවා.
දැන් පැහැදිලිව ඇහෙනවද
ඇහෙනවා සර් නුවර ඩිස්ට්‍රික්ට් එකක් කරේ ඇහෙනවා.
නෑ මේකට මයික් එකක් කඩ කරගෙන තාක්ෂණය අනුදාන මිනිස්සුත් එක්ක අපි තාක්ෂණය ගැන කතා කරන්නේ. දන්නේ නැහැ මේගොල්ලන් තාක්ෂණය එච්චරයි.
දැන් පැහැදිලි හේනවා.
පැහැදිලිව ඇහෙනවා.
දැන් ඇහෙනවද? නෑ.
ඔව් හේනවා පැහැදිලි හේනවා.
ඔව් ඇහෙනවා.
කෑගල් ප්‍රාත්
ඔය ඕක ෆෝන් එකෙන් මම කතා කරමු මේක අයින් කරන්න. ටයිප් කළා දාන්න. වත් ලියුවෙන්නේ. ලියුවෙන්නේ. මම හිතනවා දැන් පැහැදිලිව ඇහෙනවා ඇති කියලා. අපිට මේ තාක්ෂණ ප්‍රශ්න මේ කීපයක් තියෙනවා. පැහැදිලිව ඇහෙනවද චාමේන්ද්‍ර?
ඔව් පැහැදිලි හේනවා දැන්. දැන් ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැහැ.
ඔව්. මේ අපි මේ SYSCGAA වැඩසටහන තුල මොඩියුල්ස් 3ක් අඳුනලා දීලා තියෙනවා. මේ මොඩියුල්ස් 3 ගැන කෙටියෙන් පැහැදිලි කරලා මම බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා බරතන් මහතාට මේකේ නිර්මාතෘවට මේ සම්බන්ධයෙන් කරුණු ඉදිරිපත් කරන අත්දැක දෙන්න. letter writing module එක ගැන. මොකද අපි දැනට භාවිතා කරනවා මේ වැඩසටහන තුල leave module එකයි program module එකයි අපි දැනට භාවිතා කරනවා මේකේ සරලව භාවිතා කරන්න පුළුවන් තත්යකට අපි මේ වැඩි දියුණු කරලා තියෙනවා. මම හිතනවා SYSCGAA වැඩසටහන සකස් කරපු රාජ්‍ය සේවයේ තියෙන හොඳම මොඩියුල් එක හැටියට මම දකිනවා. මොකද මම මීට පෙර ආතුවත් වැඩසටහන් කීපයක ඉඳලා තියෙනවා. නමුත් මේ සඳහා අපිට වියදමක් ගිහිල්ලා නැහැ. ඒ වගේම මේ තුලින් දැනටමත් අපි රජයට ආදායම් ඉතුරු කරලා තියෙනවා. විශේෂයෙන් ඇඩ්වාන්ස් ප්‍රෝග්‍රෑම් බොහොමයක් ප්‍රාදේශීය ලේකම් කාර්යාලවල මේ වෙනකොට කරනවා කියලා මට ඊයේ ඉඳන් ප්‍රාදේශීය ලේකම්වරු කතා කරලා දැනුම් දුන්නා. විශේෂයෙන් මතුගම අකුරණ වැනි ප්‍රාදේශීය ලේකම්වරු මගේ මතකයේ කීපයක් මම මතක් කරන්නේ. ඒ බොහෝ දෙනෙක් ඇඩ්වාන්ස් ප්‍රෝග්‍රෑම් එකයි ලිව් මොඩියුල් එකයි භාවිතා කරනවා කියලා මට දැනගන්න සැලසුණා. ඒක ඇත්තටම මේ මට නෙවෙයි එහෙම නැත්නම් අපි මේ රජයටත් නෙවෙයි මේ රටට කරන ඇත්තටම මේ රටේ තියෙන රාජ්‍ය වියදම අඩු කරන්න කරන විශාල දායකත්වයක්. ඉතින් මෙවැනි වැඩසටහනක අපිට රුපියලක් හරි ඉතුරු කරන්න පුළුවන් වුණා නම් ඒ සඳහා දායකතු සියලු දෙනා ණය නැති රාජ්‍ය සේවක බවට පත් වෙයි. මේ වැඩසටහන අපි අවුරුදු දෙකමාරක් තුල උත්සාහ කරලා තමයි මේ තත්ත්වෙට ගෙනත් තියෙන්නේ. ලේකම්තුමා මේ ටෙස්ටිං මොඩියුල් සාර්ථක වුණ නිසා ලේකම්තුමා චිත්‍රලේඛයක් ඉෂු කරා SYSCGAA වැඩසටහන රජයේ කාර්යාත්මක කරන්න. ඒ අනුව අපි අනවශ්‍ය එක මයිකයක් ඔන් වෙලා තියෙනවා කරුණාකරලා ඒක ඔෆ් කරගන්න කවුද කියලා බලලා ඔක්කොම ඔෆ් කරොත් අපි කතා කරන එක ඇහෙන්නේ නැතුව යනවනේ. නදීරාගේ මයික් එක ඔන් වෙලා තියෙනවා. ඒ වගේම තුලාන්ගේ ගුණවර්ධන මයික් එක ඕන් වෙලා තියෙනවා. කරුණාකරලා මයික් එක ඕෆ් කර ගන්න ඔයාගේ. නැත්තම් මේ වැඩසටහනේ අපි කියනවා අනිත් අයට ඇහෙන්නේ නැතුව යනවා. හරි බොහොම ස්තුතියි. ඊළඟට අපි මේ ලීව් මොඩියුල් එක ගැන කතා කරොත් අපිට අවස්ථාව දැන් දීලා තියෙනවා ඔඩිට් කරන්නත් අනිත් අයට පහසුකම් දීලා ඔඩිට් එක තමයි යම් කිසි ප්‍රශ්නයක් තිබුණා නම් තිබුණේ ඒ සඳහා ලේකම්තුමා ටිකක් දැනුවත් කරලා එයාට වෙනම ඇක්සස් දීලා තියෙනවා account එකක් වෙනම දීලා තියෙනවා දිස්ත්‍රික් මට්ටමින් සහ ප්‍රාදේශීය ලේකම් මට්ටමින් සහ අමාත්‍යාංශ මට්ටමින් ඔඩිට් කරන්න ෆැසිලිටි එක දීලා තියෙනවා. ඉතින් මේවා අපි වැඩි දියුණු කරගෙන ඉස්සරහට යනකොට තව ගැටලු තියෙන්න පුළුවන්. මා සාගරයක් වගේ වැඩසටහනක් මේ තුල තියෙන්නේ. නිවාඩු විතරක් ගත්තත් අපේ නිවාඩු සිස්ටම් එකේ තියෙන පොඩි පොඩි අඩුපාඩු ටිකක් තව තියෙනවා. ඒවා අපි වැඩි දියුණු කරගෙන ඉස්සරහට යනවා. ඒ සඳහා සිස්ටම් ඩෙවලොපර් ගෲප් එකක් අපිත් එක්ක වැඩ කරනවා දැනට. ඊට අමතරව අපි මේ වෙනකොට අපොයින්ට් කරලා තියෙනවා ඩෙවලොප්මන්ට් පූල් කියලා වෙනම සිස්ටම් එක ලියන්න වෙනම කීප දෙනෙක්. බරතන් එක්ක. එතකොට මේ අයත් එක්ක එකතු වෙලා මේ වැඩසටහන සාර්ථක කරගෙන මේක ස්වදේශ කටයුතු අමාත්‍යාංශය සතු විශාල වත්කමක් හැටියට අපි සලකන්නේ. මොකද මේ සඳහා බරතන් කියන අපේ නිර්මාතෘ සමුද්‍ර සංවර්ධන නිලධාරී ඇත්තටම ඔහු IT ඉංජිනේර් කෙනෙක්. ඔහු අපට දෙන සහයෝගය අපි විශේෂයෙන් මතක් කරන්න ඕනේ මෙහිදී. ඔහුත් සමග මේ කණ්ඩායමක් සිස්ටම් එක තවදුරටත් ඩෙවලොප් කරනවා. අපිට මේ වැඩසටහනට සම්බන්ධ වෙන සියලුම දෙනාට පුළුවන් අපිට ප්‍රශ්න ඉදිරිපත් කරන්න. ඒ සඳහා අපි ලින්ක් එකක් දීලා තියෙනවා. නැතත් ඩිරෙක්ට් පරාක්‍රමට මට විශේෂයෙන් ඉමල්ට මේ ඉමල් කියන්නේ අපේ ජේසාකාර ලේකම් දිස්ත්‍රික් පාලන තියෙන ගැටලු යොමු කරන්න පුළුවන්. ඒ අනුව අපි මේක සංවර්ධනය කරනවා මේ සිස්ටම් එක. ඒකට කාරණිකව ඉල්ලනවා ලේකම්තුමාගේ චක්‍රලේඛයේ පරිදි
අර කිරිපිටි 121 කියන නන්තික ලැබිලා නැහැ කියලා ආම කතා කරන නදන්නේ.
රංජිත්
නන්තිස්සට අපි ඇවිල්ලා තියෙන කියලා. අර කිරිපිටි දෙන එක.
ඔයාගේ මයික් එක ඕෆ් කරගන්න.
ඉස්සරහයි
රංජිත් ප්‍රියදර්ශන ඔබේ මයික් එක ඕෆ් කරගන්න.
මොනවද දැන් ඇලොකේෂන් එකට වෙන් කළද මොකද? දැන් ඒක දාන්න කියලා කියන්නේ.
රංජිත් ප්‍රියදර්ශන කියන්නේ කවුද? මයික් එක ඕෆ් කරගන්න කරුණා කරලා.
හරි කට්ටිය ගන්නද දැන් ඇවිල්ලා ඉන්නේ කතා කරලා ගන්න උටක් ගාලා.
රංජිත් ප්‍රියදර්ශන ඔබතුමාගේ මයික් එක ඕන් වෙලා තියෙනවා.
පෙන්ෂන් එකේ ලයිස්ට් වල බැලුවද?
වැඩසටහනට බාධාවක් රංජිත් ප්‍රියදර්ශන මහත්මයාගේ මයික් එක ඕෆ් කරගන්න කරුණා කරලා. ඒක නිසා මම ඉල්ලා සිටිනවා ලේකම්තුමාගේ උපදෙස් පරිදි මේ චක්‍රලේඛයේ එතුමා සඳහන් කරලා තියෙනවා ලීව් මොඩියුල් එක ඇඩ්වාන්ස් ප්‍රෝග්‍රෑම් මොඩියුල් එකයි භාවිතා කරන්න කියලා මින් ඉදිරියට. ඇත්තටම දැන් ඒක අපි හાર્ඩ් කොපි එකක් අවශ්‍ය වෙන්නේ නැහැ නිතර print කරන්න. නිවාඩු එකේ අපිට පුළුවන් මාසික සහ වාර්ෂික නිවාඩු වාර්තා විතරක් මුද්‍රණය කරලා අවශ්‍ය ගුණ වලට යොමු කරගන්න. ඒක නිසා මේ සිස්ටම් එක භාවිතා කරොත් ඕගොල්ලන්ට විශාල මුදලක් රජයට ඉතුරු කරන්න පුළුවන්. බොහොමයක් දිස්ත්‍රික් ලේකම්වරු ප්‍රාදේශීය ලේකම්වරු එකතු වෙලා මේ ඇඩ්වාන්ස් ප්‍රෝග්‍රෑම් මොඩියුල් එක ක්‍රියාත්මක කරනවා ප්‍රාදේශීය ලේකම් මට්ටමේ. හැබැයි දිසාපති කාර්යාල මට්ටමේ ප්‍රාදේශීය ලේකම්ගේ ඇඩ්වාන්ස් ප්‍රෝග්‍රෑම් එක තාම ක්‍රියාත්මක වෙන්නේ නැහැ. ඒක නිසා මම ඉල්ලා සිටිනවා දිසාපතිතුමන්ලගෙන් කරුණා කරලා ප්‍රාදේශීය ලේකම්වරුන්ගේ ඉදිරි වැඩසටහන් සහ කළ වැඩසටහන් මේ සිස්ටම් එක තුලින් කරන්න කියලා. ඒ වගේම දිසාපතිතුමන්ලගෙන් ඉල්ලා සිටිනවා මින් ඉදිරියට ඔබතුමන්ලගේ ඉදිරි වැඩසටහන් කළ වැඩසටහන් නිවාඩු මේ සිස්ටම් එකෙන් අපට එවන්න කියලා. මොකද මේ චක්‍රලේඛයේ පරිදි. එතකොට අවශ්‍ය වෙලාවකදී විතරක් මුද්‍රණ කටයුතු කළා. දැන් කොලත් නැහැ අපිට තින්තත් නැහැ. තව ඉස්සරහට තවත් මේවා ප්‍රශ්න වැඩි වෙනවා. තියෙනවා අපි ඉතුරු කරන් ඉන්න වෙයි. ඒක නිසා මේවැනි ඉතිරි කළ හැකි උපරිමයෙන් ඉතුරු කරන්න කියලා කාර්යක ඉල්ලා සිටිනවා. මේකේ වඩාත්ම වැදගත් මොඩියුල් එක තමයි අපේ letter writing මොඩියුල් එක. letter writing මොඩියුල් එක ඩෙවලොප් වුණොත් ඒකත් එක්ක තියෙනවා ටැපල් මොඩියුල් එක. මොකද අපි සිස්ටම් එකේ ලියුමක් ඩ්‍රාෆ්ට් කරනකොට ටයිප් කරනකොට ඒකම තමයි සිස්ටම් එකෙන් උඩට එන්නේ. එතකොට අපිට ටැපල් වියදමක් යන්නේ නැහැ. ඒක නිසා කරුණාකරලා මේක ක්‍රියාත්මක කරන්න අද ඉඳන් වෙනම 160ක ගව කණ්ඩායම් මේ කරනවා. ඒ කණ්ඩායමත් එක්ක එකතු වෙලා අපේ මේ සියලුම දෙනා මම බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා මේ වැඩසටහන letter writing module එක ඉදිරියට develop කරයි කියලා. දැන් මම ඊළඟට බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා ඔක්කොල ප්‍රාදේශීය ලේකම්තුමා මයික් එක ඕෆ් කරගන්න ප්ලීස්. ඔක්කොල ප්‍රාදේශීය ලේකම්තුමා හරි. මම බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා මින් ඉදිරියට letter writing module එක ගැන කරුණු ඉදිරිපත් කරන්න අපේ බරතන් ඉංග්‍රීසි මාධ්‍යයෙන් තමයි ඔහු ඉදිරිපත් කරන්නේ. ගැටලු තියෙනම් ඕනම කෙනෙකුට සාකච්ඡා කරන්න පුළුවන්. මේ letter writing module එක ගැන කරන presentation එකකින් පස්සේ මේ modules තුනටම අදාළ ප්‍රශ්න තියෙනවා සාකච්ඡා කරන්න අපි අවස්ථාවක් වෙන් කරලා තියෙනවා. Bharathan, you will start your presentation, please.
Yeah, thank you, sir. This is Bharat from Mana District Secretariat. I am a Samiti manager and additionally working as a software engineer in the Ministry of Home Affairs for this SYSCGAA project. I hope my voice is okay. So
Okay,
is my voice is okay?
Yeah.
Can I
Yeah.
continue like this? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Can I share my screen, sir?
Okay. Now share.
This one. Screen there is and screen there is okay. Hope my screen is okay in there. Okay, I have just a small presentation and practical sessions for this letter management module. Here are the main modules we need to cover today. So the main scope in today is the letter management. So additionally, after the letter management module, we finish that, we cover this HR and leave and advanced program modules. We already introduced these other 3 modules, but we need some discussions and about bugs fixing or some kinds of errors and new ideas and those kinds of details we need to ask from other kinds of modules. So now we proud to introduce this letter management modules because these modules the last 6 months before the Dharmendra sirs asked me to develop that. So before that we start to develop and scratch to here these modules. We almost finished for the pilot level implementation. So moreover, I am going to start that one, right? So these are the areas we need to covering here in this module, letter management modules. The first one is for the letter module privileges. So on this module, how to give the letter module privileges, how to assign the privileges for a staff to handle these modules. The second one is the file openings, how we are logically, physically contact our files in our branch. So the same theory we apply in the online. So how to create the files and create the draft, the letters and inside the files, those kinds of stuffs we going to the checking the second option. The third one is the letter drafting. Letter drafting, basically we are using the letter drafting panels in the locally in our systems. We are using the Microsoft Word for using that purposely. So we can use it continuously in the Microsoft Word, or otherwise we can use our system also. So the basic tools are available here. So you can use that our tool, our SYSCGAA project for the letter drafting tools as the same time. The edit and serve letters and annex document, how to annex and documents. Here I need to tell one more thing. This is not a letter management module. At the same time, it's a e-posting. Those kinds of things are binded in with the same module. So letter management module have the e-posting system also inside. Okay, let us see a real life example for the understanding this part. Okay, here I think this flow charts, not a flow chart, this diagram will be clearly explained us how we start to move this. This concept is a little bit conflict, so that's why I here put in a flow charting model. Flow charting means just a small graph in there. I hope this graph is clearly visible in there. All right. My voice is okay. Hello. Says my voice is okay.
Yeah.
Sir, your voice is breaking.
Any technical? Okay. Here, this is graph is okay.
Okay.
Your screen is not shared.
Wait.
Screen එක share වෙලා නැහැ දැන්.
Still the period you didn't see my screen, no? Huh? Screen share பண்ணலையா? Very elaborate. Wait a minute, sir. Wait.
Only computer sound has shared.
වෙන කෙනෙක් ස්ක්‍රීන් එක ෂෙයා කරලා. ඕක
Right
එතන
now?
මේ ඕකේ. මේ මයික් 1 2 3 තියෙන බටන් එක ඇත්ත. කරකවන්න.
Yeah. Okay. Screen to share then.
Yeah, now we can see your screen. Go ahead, please.
Yes, show me screen. Okay. Okay, right. This let's assume these examples. Okay, here we have three categories. The first category is in Mana district. The second category is in the second row column is for the letter receivers, and third column is for the replying part. Right? These are the real examples. We are going to fix it as a problems in there. First, we need to check about the Mana district subject officer. We assume one of the person in Mana district subject officer. That subject officer going to create a letter. And after that, create letter, send the recommendation and approval to the district committee directors and for the recommendation. And after the recommendation, that letter is going to getting the approval from our district GA. And after that getting approval, that letter sent to the receivers panel. So receivers panel, we already selected added 3 staffs in there. So first one is for the additional secretary, and second one is the divisional secretary, 2 divisional secretaries, other Aliadi Bambu and Mana town divisional secretaries in the receivers panel. So now after that receivers panel, after receive that letter, so they forward that letter to the relevant subject officer working in the Ministry of Home Affairs. The additional secretary forward that letter to the subject officer in the Ministry of Home Affairs. After that, receive that letter from the subject officer, Ministry of Home Affairs. They will prepare the reply for that letter which from received from our district secretary in Manna. After create the reply and send that for the recommendation for the assistant secretary, and after getting the approval from the additional secretary, and send it the reply again to the Manna district GA. Then Manna district GA forward that reply to the relevant subject officer. Okay, this is the total diagram we are going to today checking. Hope this diagram we will cover most of the 80 to 90% of scenarios we can cover from through this diagram. Right? If you can just get in the screenshots and let me move to the practical session. So one by one we can check it. Right? This module is a little bit conflict. Conflict mean we are going to introduce as newly as a second time. Second thing, we are going to imitate the manual system totally to the computerizing system. So this is not like a Facebook or WhatsApp Viber. This is not for the new system. We already have the system in manually. So we are going to computerizing the same system again. So that's why a little bit it more conflict. So let it take care and just go to the next part. Right? So let's assume. So now I'm going to log in through our Mana district subject officer. Right? So here. Okay. First of all, I need an excuse. I'm going to use everyone's password in here. So for the practical session, I need no ways. So that's why I'm using them. I hope on this participant all can log into the system currently right now. The both way, you can directly enter the domain as SYSCGAA or go to the Google and search the SYSCGAA, and you can directly come to the page. Right now, first thing, I'm going to log in the subject officer. So this is a subject officer. We go through the slide. Okay. On the subject officer panel, you can notice here the my options. Under the my option, you can select the my files. Before you create a letter, you need a file, right? So on this section, we need to first create a sample file for that purpose. Here you can check the create new file options. I'm going to enter the file ID 2000. So we almost coming to the 2023. So I just create a new file 2023. Okay. Subject mean just put in a system. Okay. Just remember this file ID. Okay. mngait new 2023. I just create a new file for the testing purpose. Okay. And after that, create the new file. This is the first step. Sorry. Okay. You can come from just select the my option and then select the files, and then you can come from this part, right? So after creating your files, you can notice on here the number of latest panels is 0, right? So currently that we mentioned, you don't have any letters inside that file. So right now we created the blank file. Say okay, on the blank file we have the 0 letters in there, right? So in this situation, you can delete that file, right? Here you can check the second file that have the one letter. So if you have any letters inside that file, you can't delete that file. That's the first option. You should remember that. If you have any letters inside that file, you can't delete that. If you click the delete button, it's blocked. You can't. Hello. Is my screen is okay? Okay, no? Right. Okay. So you
Okay.
Yeah,
can notice
okay.
the two files in there. The first file is 2023. Right now we created that 2022. The file that we already created. You can notice one of the letters inside the 2023 files is available, right? So on the reason you can't delete that file. If you want to delete the 2023 file, you can delete that one because you don't have any letters inside that file. Okay. So right the situation, we successfully created a file. So this file name is uniquely. So technically the island wise in this name you can't create any other files in that, right? So this file name is unique format. So after creating the file, the second part is you need to draft and a letter, right? So the second option is you can go to select the new letter panel. The second option is there upside the new letter. Just click the new letter. On here you can notice we already created a file number in there. So I just select the file, which file I'm going to annex a letter from, which file. Just select the file number. If you're going to send in a reply for any kinds of data, you need to type the letter receiver's ID. Okay, so current situation, this is a new letter, so we are going to press start. So that's why we don't have the receiver letter number. So then you this file number. This is our topic. What kinds of topic you need to put it here? You need to put it the letter topic. Okay. So Unicode fonts also available. You can type as a Unicode font also here. Let's say I copy some content in the letter format. Okay. I just drop some content in there. If you need some more space, you can expand this one. Okay. Okay. So I just have the sample letter formats in there. So you don't need to this footer lines in there. This footer lines automatically available in the letter format, so you don't need it. Okay. It is in a sample letter. After entering your letter, just save and create a new letter.
Bharat, we can't see the screen clearly.
You couldn't clearly means it's this one. Can you screen that?
Oh no, we can see. We can see
Otherwise,
your
can see.
screen.
No? Okay, right. Here you can notice we created one of the letter in the 2023 under the 2023 files. The Unicode fonts I am going to use that one, so that's the reason I'm using the Tamil fonts in them. So the letter created screen. Someone told me the screen is okay, sir. சிலருக்கு தெரியுது ஒருன்றாங்க screen. Is there any internet issues? I think.
Screen is clear. Screen is sharing, but it's not clear. That's why asking, can you zoom in a little bit?
Screen தெரியுது.
Right now?
Now it's clear.
Okay, okay.
Okay, thank you.
So right now we create a letter inside that 2023 file.
Screen
So
தெரியல.
this letter you can notice is still not approved. So right now the subject officer create the letter. Okay, let's go once again to that our presentation. So on the presentation, this is our subject officer we are selected. So this subject officer currently just create a letter only, right? After this letter creation, she need to send that letter to the recommendation and approval for the approval to send the letter, right? So on that part, how we can manage that? Just select the letter. You can notice on here, just go to the my file. Now you can notice one of the letters inside that file, right? Here you can notice under the 2023 file you have one letters in there, right? Just click that one. So this is a letter, right? Every letter have this kinds of headers in there. So on the letter you can notice this is the annex part. So you can annex any kinds of documents within this letter. So you can annex any kinds of Excel files or PDF files or images or any kinds of other big documents you have in your hand. So you can annex it within this letter, right? Sometimes you can annex a scan copy of this original letter within in this format also. I just going to give some real examples for the annex part. Okay, just select one of this letter.
Excuse me.
Yes.
The screen is not shared.
Ma'am, screen is sharing. Please check your internet connections because we have already 3 other machines. That machines are we can see the screen.
We can't see.
Please ask some other ones.
If you leave and rejoin, it will be okay.
You can see Bharat. You can.
Okay, sir.
We can't see the screen.
You can see the screen.
The screen is shared.
Now it's okay.
So we will adapt as soon as possible. And continue the presentation, please. Okay. I just here annex some PNG files in this documents with you can notice here's the annex part. So you can annex lots of documents, not limited. So many of documents you can annex, but one by one you need to be annex the documents within the letter, right? After you can annex the document. If you need to edit your letter, you can click this edit button and you can edit once again. Okay, I'm going to edit this document once again. So I just click the edit button. Okay, so once again go to the letter management panel inside the drafting letter panel. So this is our letter. So this I'm going to put this edited. After that edited, you need to save this letter as a new letter. You can if you need to update your letter, just click the update. So otherwise, if you need to save the new letter, just click the save as a new letter, right? I just going to update the same letter. Okay, the letter is updated. So again, you got it. So this is a new one letter in there. So you can view that letter also. Just click the viewing part. Here you can notice the letter viewing part is there. On the letter viewing part, you need to cover. Right now, we didn't design that header part because we need to. We have a good header for the uniformly for the island wise all the letters. So that's why we are leaving this header part still. So the body part is you can notice what are the content we written in the letter writing part. So those contents are visible. There's edited is so edited part is also visible in there. Right? So on this option, you can notice two things. Wait. So right now the situation, the subject officer create a files and create a letter inside that file. This is our right situation. Okay. After that, the subject officer is going to add a minutes. Right? Just select the minute part. Subject officer going to add in a minute part. Okay. I'm going to subject officer. Subject officer minute. Okay. So here the subject officer need to be selected who is going to recommend that letter. Okay. In this scenario, we already talked about the district Samudra director going to recommend a letter and the district GA going to approve that letter. So that's the reason. Okay. Okay. I'm going to select the recommendation part is our Samudra director and approval part is our district GA. So this is subject officer minutes. So I'm going to just clarify the date today, 23rd. I just for our verification purposes, just put the date in the back and the minutes. Save the minute signature. So right now you can notice our minute part is added in there. So the minute the part is in the top. The approval status of the minute is still in pending. Right? The approval status of the minute is still pending. Right. So right now the situation we cover this part. So the subject officer, this is subject officer. The subject officer create the letter and send that letter to the recommendation purposely to Mr. Alias sir, and for the approval purposely to our Mr. G, Miss G. So. So then we need to log into some of the directors account directors panels, and after that we're going to log into our district GA panel. So then give the approvals. After that, the approval, the letter need to be sent to the resource panel, right? So now I'm going to log in the district some of the directors account panel. So just go to click exit. So now I'm going to log in with our district Samuti director account. This is a long process, a little bit long process, but the new one is so just now we newly introduced. That's why it's taking a little bit time to understand that one. Okay, otherwise it's okay. Here you can notice in the last sections the subject officer screen in them. So if you go to the subject officer icon, so you can understand who is the subject officer, and one of the minutes is come to you, right? So the current situation, I'm going to log in the district director Ibrahim Alias's account. So Alias received a letter from from the subject officer. You can notice this is the minute from the subject officer minute. We mentioned the date. So alias are going to recommend that letter. So just click the letter. So on the part you can notice the three types of minute sheet is there. So letter creator minutes and the recommended minutes, and then approval minutes is empty. The recommendation officer minutes is also empty. So here the alias will read the content of these documents. Here's the annex files. If you want to just click the annex documents and they can check that part. So then add his recommendation minute.
Sir, we are from Valipitia. We can't show the screen.
Ma'am, I think that in your site technical issues, just disconnect the meeting and come log in again, because otherwise can see the screen clearly, ma'am.
Okay, sir.
Okay, thank you. So here after the at the recommendation minute should be select the recommend part.
Hello, excuse me.
Yeah. Yeah, I can hear your voice. Tell me, ma'am. Okay. After at the recommended minute, just select
Can
the.
you please explain from the beginning?
So which part, ma'am? Recommendation part or?
Correct me.
Okay. Right now you can notice the recommended minutes is already added in there. Okay. Once I totally finish that, I will explain once again. Right. Okay. Right now, let me to go to the next step. Right. So recommendation minute is here. The recommended at his minute. Right. After at his the recommendation minute, that letter automatically disabled from the not from his dashboard. Right. So recommended minutes is available in there. So his time and his minutes is in there. After we need to 1 more minute for receive from the district GA. So going to sign out his account. Then I need to be go district GA's account. Now I'm going to log in district GA account. From the GA account, you can notice the same letter is visible in here. Just select the letter. So you can notice the approval minute is still available, still empty. So the GA going to record. Should we select the approval in them? Right now the approval part is also finished. The letter got approval status. So once again we're going to log in through the subject officer. So the subject officer create the letter and send the recommendation purposely to the Mr. Alias and approval purposely send the letter to our district director, sorry, district GA. So after their recommendation and approval, the subject officer once again send that letter to the receiver's panel, right? So now the subject officer can, we need to log into subject officer account. Okay. Right now we log to the subject officer account. Then we are going to check the files. So on the file, this is our letter. Now you can notice you can't delete that letter. The deleting symbols is disabled automatically in the right side upper corner on the letter. The annex document you can't delete, you can't edit the letter, you can't add the minute. So those details are automatically disabled because that letter is getting approved from our relevant person. So district GA, the letter get approved. So approved letter can't be edited or any annex document. So the letter can't be deleted. Right? So this letter is created by you. You means the subject officer create the letter, but the subject officer can't delete the letter because the letter is belong to the district GA because he is the approved person for that letter. So after getting this approval, you can add the add receiver part in there. The third option, fourth option is add receiver. I just click the add receiver. So on the receiver panel, you can notice we added 3 members in there. So the first one is the additional secretary, and Pabakaran I already from the already district secretary, and our Manna town divisional secretary, already divisional secretary, and Manna town divisional secretary. So this is the receivers panel. So on the receivers panel, I'm going to add the receivers detail. Right? Okay, I'm going to select the first person, add receiver. One by one, or every receiver we need to add it. And then Pabakaran sir. Better we search by the NIC numbers, better we can. Okay. The third one is these accounts. Okay. 3 accounts we added for in the receivers panel. So we write the situation, we just add the members in the receivers panel. So if you can notice here in this current situation, you can delete the receivers, right? Here you can notice the fourth column is sent and seen status. So still the letters are didn't send to the selected person. So I just need to be click that symbol in there, sending symbol. Okay. So this is the sending time. So different time you can send this. Okay. You can select any different times to send the letter. Okay. Okay. I just send the letters to the three candidates, 3 staffs. So different time period. Right? If you select the top column, you send it all in all button is also available in them. So current situation, you can delete that receiver also because they didn't see in the letter. So in the time you can delete the part. Not if you send it in email functionality, if you send any emails to the relevant persons, you can't delete the letter all be sent. If you have any mistakenly send the letter, you can delete it. After they seen, you can't delete that. Before they seen, you can delete the letter. Understand that? I hope this understand. After they seen this letter, you can't delete. The delete option automatically disabled in there. Before they seen, you can delete this receiver, right? Okay, so right now we send the letters to this relevant person. So right now we need to go to login through our additional search account. Sir, excuse me, going to login throughout your account, sir. Sorry. Okay. Okay. Right now we are logging our additional secretary service account, right? So on this account, you can notice in the mail sections, he received the 7 new emails in there, right? So just select the 7. Seven new emails in there. So I just click the 7. Okay. Okay, you can notice. Okay. In the top panel, the monthly wise, how many letters you received, that's visible in the top panel. Here you can notice the first one is our letters we send it. That's a testing message. Here you can notice, yeah. Once again, go to the mail inbox. Wait a minute, I mistakenly clicked in one. This is the letter we send it. You can notice two images in there, right? The left side image is who sent the letter to you. The letter means the approved person to the letter. The right side image is who the subject officer's image in there, right? If you need to clarification, you can directly contact the subject officer and ask the relevant details about the letter. So otherwise, you can notice in the left side who is approved that letter. That person's image is in there, right? Just click the letter, open the letter. Here you can notice our letter is invisible in there. So edited part, you can notice one more thing: the signatures will be automatically comes. If the person is added the signatures as digital signatures in there, the signatures will be automatically comes under that. They are every letter automatically signature, right? Because when he give the approval, the signature will be automatically available there. The signature adding part is here. You can notice already. Go to the my menus and go to the settings. Okay, under the setting, you can add the signature part in there. Inside the signature, you can upload the signatures, right? Your own signatures. Okay. Can we go? Okay. So current situationally, the secretary search from through the secretary search account, we can check the letter. So currently the secretary search received the letter. So he received the letter from our Mana district GA. So these are the content. So these are annex documents here. So bottom of the letter, they can analyze who additionally who are these letters sent to any other persons. They can see their details in the here also, right? Current situationally, this letter have no replace in there. So now the additional can do two kinds of actions. The one is send the reply to the letter. Otherwise, he can forward the letter. Mostly they didn't send the replies immediately because the letter reply preparation from the subject officer need to be done. So that's the reason. So the additional are going to forward that letter to the relevant subject officer. So select the forward button. After that, they're going to forward that letter to the relevant subject officer. So on this scenario, the additional secretaries are going to forward that letter to the subject officer. Okay, so once again the letter receives panel, so you can notice. Oh, okay. So I'm going to add the letter subject officer. Just add the receiver. Once again the letter subject officer, add the receiver. Just okay. The forwarding to the relevant subject officer. Now we are going to log in the subject officer account. So now the letter is come from additional secretary to sir to the subject officer. Now I'm going to log in through the subject officer account. Okay, now the subject officer account is there. Here you can notice he personal receives as a one mail is in there, right? Just select the mail. Here you can notice one options you need to understand. So these letters comes from our mana GA, but this letter comes from the subject officer to the subject officer from our additional secretary sir. So who sent the letter, who from the letter, so that person's image is in the right side, right? The approved person's image is in the left side, right? Okay, this is the letter. So now the subject officer is going to create a reply for the letter. Okay, just create the reply. The subject officer already have the files in there, so these are the files the subject officer have it. So they need to select their files. The receiver file automatically set it. They need to once again set the letter receive date. Okay, this is the letter. Okay, this is the reply. Okay, I put some sample, and after enter this is the reply and send a letter. This is the reply of this heading. This is automatically set it. So in this scenario, now the subject officer receive the letter and she prepare a reply for that letter. And once again, she need to be sent the recommendation purposely to the additional secretary sir and approval purposely to the additional, assistant secretary sir and approval purposely to the additional secretary sir. So now she prepare the letter. So there's a letter in there. Okay. Now she select the letter. This is the reply. Okay. Reply from sir. Okay. Open my files. Okay. This is a file we put the letter in there. So select this. Okay. So this is a reply. For the reply, you need to send at the minute once again. This is a reply for. So reply a minute. Okay. Okay. And approval. Okay. So reply minute is added there. So the subject officer send the letter to the recommendation purposely to the paraxas and approval purposely to the additional secretary sir. Now the addition after that additional secretary sir approved, the letter can be sent. The current situationally, she can't send the letter because you can notice in here. Wait. There's two letters in there. So current situation, the letter still didn't have the approval, right? So on that time, if you're going to select the address your panel, so invalid letter access because the still the letter didn't have the approval from additional secretary sir. Right? So she sent the letter for the approval purposely to the additional secretary sir. So additional secretary sir need to be approved. After that, she can send the letter to the Mana GA. Now I'm going to exit. I'm going to once again log into the additional secretary sir account.
Mr. Bharat, your mic muted.
Now I'm going to log into the additional secretary, sir. Okay. Here you can notice in the meeting panel here, two letters in there. Letter from Kitmini, reply letter from subject. This is our letter. Okay. Data share ada. Okay. So approval minute. Let's get approved. Now the situation, the additional secretary sir got approved that reply. So now the Kitmini, the subject officer can send the letter to the Mana district GA because there's a reply from reply. Okay, so the approval minute is available in there. Okay, is the reply. Okay, now I'm going to again look into the subject officer panel. Okay, account number. So now I'm going to log in the subject officer. Now he can check the files. Letter is in there. Okay. So now you can notice the letter got already minuted. So now we can add the receiver in there. So one receiver adding. So add receiver. So receiver is added. So just send the letter. Okay. So now the subject officer send the reply to our GA. Okay. Oof, I got tired. Once again, log into everyone's account. We have the real scenario. Okay, now I'm going to log into our district GA account. So now the district GA account, she can check the personal mail. She received 2 emails from there. On the email panel, yeah, you can notice the letter sent from the Kitmini subject officer, but the letter got approved from our additional secretary. So his image is in there. So the letter subject officer image is in there. So she opened the letter and checked the letter once again. So then she going to forward that letter to the subject officer, to the relevant subject officer in Mana district. Okay. Then His name is. Okay. Now. Okay. Sometimes issues in there. Okay. These are the basic concept to send and receive letters and the total concept in there. So I missed lots of concept in backend. The time period limited is so this we just send if you know really know the persons who are we are going to send the letter to the relevant persons it is okay. So otherwise is one more options in there the letter mailbox features is there. So mailbox features means if you don't know the relevant person's name details you can add the mailbox features also. I will explain that mailbox features in the any additional other sessions. So in the current sessions, these are the limitations. So I'm going to. I hope I covered most of the part. I prepared that one. Parag sir. Is there any doubts in the relevant part? You
Yes,
can
sir.
ask it.
Yes, Bara.
Yes, sir. Almost covered that letter management module. If the time is okay, we can explain the next modules also. Advanced programs and leave management. Is it okay or?
Yeah, Bara. Yeah, Bara. Briefly explain that.
Shall we clear this? Any doubts in there in the letter management part? Doubts mean any logical mistakes. If we done it in there, let me explain.
Mr. Bharat, can you repeat subject officer part?
Sorry.
Subject officer part, can you repeat it?
Subject officer part. The letter creation part or
Me?
Letter creation part.
letter
Hello?
creation part? Okay. Yeah.
Hello. Excuse me. I'm joining with Lunugala DS office from Badul. So there's a poor connection. I mean the signal connection. So you ask, can I have some recording after this
Yes,
session?
yes. We have all the tutorials has a video recordings in our YouTube channel, so you can check it in there.
And
Just
thank
go
you
to the
very much. Oh,
just go to the
is
YouTube
there
and
any
just type it
contact?
SYSCGAA.
Yeah,
You can check it in the group.
because there's a poor connection signal here in Lunugala.
We can notice also.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
And also, we will save these videos, our system also. You can download in there.
Can I continue? Is any logical errors if I done it in there? Let me explain.
Mr. Bharat, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Tell me.
When I create a new file,
Yeah.
in subject I mentioned there ICT.
Okay.
But I couldn't save it.
Is the file name is same? Which district you are?
Sorry.
I couldn't understand that. The file name you just put in the 3 letters only ICT. The subject name should be greater than 3 letters.
That's why.
That's yeah.
Okay, thank you.
The subject field should be greater than 3 letters.
Mr. Bharat?
Yes, sir.
Still, we can't use the LGN for the login to SYSCGAA. Is that
Okay.
your side problem or the LGN?
No, those issues we yesterday fixed it. Still, you face the problem?
Give me a second, I'll check.
Yesterday evening they fixed it from the ICT.
Okay. Okay, then I'll try.
Okay.
Excuse me. Now we can log to the SYSCGAA system, but when we doing purposes, it is very slow.
Yeah, slow.
We cannot go to one from one another.
We are working for that. We will clear that one.
Excuse me.
We can't. I try to get new letters
We can check
option,
it.
but
Current situation. We can check it. How many staffs are using that? Wait a minute.
and excuse me, can't we get manual for this purpose? Manual explanation. before you done early?
Video, sir. Yeah.
I think it would be better. It would be very useful for us, it seems.
Okay.
Mr. Bharat, excuse me.
Yes, sir.
In later module,
Yeah.
outside the multiple recommended officers. If it
Multiple recommended officer, you can, yeah,
CC
you can put it once again, you can put it the recommended and approval again.
Can you do that one again?
Okay. The recommendation and approval panel, on the same time, you can add the multiple recommendation officer. So once you added the recommendation officers, and after that only you can start once again.
Hello, Mr. Bharat, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm from DSW Alasmulla. So this is not regarding later module. It's regarding leave module. Is there any section to log in as a subject?
Yeah, yes, have it. Today we will discuss that one also. The subject officer have the part, login part in there. I will explain that. They can get the summary wise reports, those kind of deal. They can do that. I will explain a little bit later.
Oh, thank you.
So hope we can move to the next module. Right. So, sir, can I start the leave management or advanced program module?
Mr. Bharat?
Yes.
Hello? Can you develop a hierarchy for the branches and the officers? Is that a problem for multiple recommend officers? So
Recommended
we want to
officers
select one
in
by
the
one. Example CC branch head. We are going to forward a letter like that.
Yeah.
First example, we are selecting CC and AO and additional GA. So there are 3 recommendation and approve officers. So is there any way to select? We are
So we
forwarding the
have
letter 3 times. That's why.
Yeah, we have to develop that pattern. Current situationally, we just added one recommendation, one approach. So most of the districts are moving like that. If you have this kind of criteria, I will focus on it and develop that feature.
But in admin, if you take admin branch, they
Yeah.
are forwarding letters to many approve and recommendation officers.
For one letter, no? So why need to recommend it for one letter for the lots of persons need to be recommended for the one letter? Is the way you handle the letter? I can develop that one part also.
Oh yes, example, if you take admin CC, admin branch CC, he or she have to first recommend the letter, then it's go to AO, and additional GA or GA. So like that. So there is
So
a
one letter need to
problem.
be getting recommended to lots of person.
Yes.
That's not limited. You just tell 3, but we can't limit it. So unlimited persons can be recommended. But the approved person is single. I think 1, no?
Yes, approved person is 1. Okay.
Okay, sir. I will start the development part.
In the minute also there, we have to mention that one, no?
No. Okay. Any other suggestions? Suggestions means yes, logical expressions.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Hello. Can you
Yeah,
hear
tell
me,
me.
sir?
Yes, sir.
How can we upload digital signature?
Digital signature. Digital signature.
Yeah.
You can upload your manual signature as a scan copy. Digital signature system is automatically prepare that. Here you can. I just tell that one. I think the signal problem you didn't see that one. Okay, just go to the My and just select the settings.
Okay.
Just go to select the settings. Under that setting, you can select your signature and just scan copy of your signature. You can upload it. That's your manual signature. That's not a digital signature. That's the copy of the manual signatures in digitalized. Digital signature system is automatically prepared. Like in your advanced program, you can notice all kinds of QR codes in there. No. So that's our digital signature. We introduced a new way of digital signatures in the system. So currently that digital signature modules are only using in the advanced program part also. In the future, we will introduce the digital signature to the letter management modules and leave management modules also. We plan to introduce the QR code system in there. So here you need to select your signatures and refresh it. Okay. Just go to my options
Thank
and
you.
select your signature. It's not a big deal.
Okay.
The advanced programs and leave modules, we already make the test implementation program. So I think the doubt parts I can clear that advanced programs and leave management modules. On the leave management module, here I'm going to tell the subject officer role. So, okay. Uh, in the leave management module, we're a little bit focusing in there, right? As officer.
Okay. Excuse me?
Here.
In the leave management, subject officer is available on that account?
Yes, sir. We can notice some of the leave management modules. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
In the leave management module,
yeah,
we cannot select what a subject officer.
No, not like that one. So the subject officer need to be selected through the administrative panel.
Can you explain that?
I'll explain that. First of all, we need to understand the administrative panel. So every district administrators, I hope you can see this screen in your throughout your logins, right? So throughout your logins, these are the district administrators panels in there. Here I go in real examples in Manna district. Okay, so in Manna district, right? In Manna district, these are the administrative panels. So these administrative panel staffs can assign any staff as a leave subject officer in the district or divisional secretariat. Okay, divisional secretary admins can assign a leave subject officer in their relevant areas, right? So now I am not a Manna district administrative panel staff, so I need to be login one of the persons in Manna district administrative panel. Then I will show you how to give the subject officer approval, right? Okay. I'm not going to select a one person in Manna district. Okay, subject officer. Let us assume this select the same person, right? In that scenario, yeah, these are the same person. I'm going to give the approval for the subject officer panel in Manna district. So this person will be handle all the leaves in Manna district. So I'm going to select is a subject person NIC number. Okay, just select. Okay. If I'm a district administrator, I can edit her records. So just go to the privileges panel, manage privileges. Just you can notice in the privileges panel under the leave management. So this is my account, so that's why you can notice the all kinds of criteria is available in the leave management side. So if you are a district administrator, I hope you will see the last three options available for you. Okay, district subject officer or divisional subject officer or a user. These three options is available in there under the leave management panel, right? So I'm going to select this girl is a district subject officer for the leave panel. So, okay, leave management. So right now I'm going to select the district subject officer privileges to this person. Right? After give this option, update the privileges in there. Okay, once the privilege is getting approved, okay, now I'm going to the subject officer account. Right? She's a district leave subject officer. Okay, now I'm going to log in again. Okay, here you can notice the leave management menus. One of the new menus is available in the top side. Can you notice the leave management menu is in there? If you are a divisional staff, the menus district level, divisional level panel is visible in there. If you are a home ministry staff, that this panel is different. Okay, the leave under the leave management panel, just select the district leave panel. This subject officer can access any branch, any staff's leave details. Okay. Today, very heavy load. I think most of the staffs are using today. Okay. I think it's a technical issue. Okay. Oh, it's a technical error in there. I finished that module. Let us fix it. Let's do one. Oh. There's a small technical issues in there. I will fix it. Fix it and let you know, sir. So you can, this is the way you can just go to the leave management and district level panel. You can select all the branches in there. So just select the branch and leave period. You can summarize the details. You can get it in there. Yesterday night I was working in these files. I think a little bit mistake in there. Sorry for that. Yes, sir.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, there should be a small addition. Actually, this
Yes.
leave management module subject officer privileges is still testing. Am I right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah.
Testing, but
We
I
have to
already finished that. Yesterday night I done small changes in there, so that's why the error.
before
Hope
it
this
released
will
to the divisional,
fix it in within half an hour.
before it released to the divisional secretaries, we have to pilot it. Then we will fix the technical issues and let you know with the proper guidelines.
Yeah. Leave management. Oh. Any other doubts?
Hello.
Yeah.
Bharat, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, sir.
In the letter management module, what is
Yeah.
the acting officer role? How to assign
Acting officer.
acting
Yeah,
officer for one subject?
Acting officer means on the time he need to share his password to you. So you can, if you one file one time, one person is the responsible person for a file. So that's why you can't. If you need to use his account, you need to get his password and log in his account through that account. You need to work it. Otherwise, we have one more options in there. Wait a minute, I will explain. Uh, if you are going to work 1 or 2 days for the acting purposely, you just share the passwords and work from throughout his account. So otherwise, if it's a long termly, if you are going to give the acting or if the subject officer moving to the one location to another location, they need to share their files or move the files from his account to other person's account. So that's a file moving part is in there. Right? Files. Here you can notice the file move command. So if you want to move the file, one of the file, I'll explain. Currently, I try to move this SYSCGAA software, the one file. First one file is in there. So I'm going to move that file. Just select the move file option to the relevant staff. Select the staff and just move the file. After you just move the file, move the file. The file moving code one of the code automatically system is generated. There's a move file code. Here you can notice the move file code is. If you need to tell that move file code to the next person means who received your file, that person can receive your total files and letters within his account. So if you're going to working as an acting person, it's a long time period. You should move your files his custody to your custody, and after that you can use that file. These are the sample files. I already moved it. These are the moved files.
Bharathan, can I interrupt?
Yes, sir.
Normally, this move file can be used for the transferring purpose of. When the one subject person transfer to another office, when we appoint a new person for the subject, we can move the file through the systems. The system is developed for that with that features also. එකත් මම කියන්නේ සිංහලෙන් කියන්නේ එක එක්කෙනා එක transfer වෙලා අපි වෙන එක්කෙනා එක replace වෙනකොට අපි ඒක transfer කරපු එක්කෙනා handle කරපු file එකක් අලුත් එක්කෙනාට move කරන්න පුළුවන් විදියට තමයි මේ system එක develop කරලා තියෙන්නේ. දැනට ඒක acting person එකක් වෙන එක්කෙනාට දුන්නොත් ඒ user name password එකක් අපිට අප්ස කරන්න පුළුවන් මේකත් ඒක වෙන date එකේ මේකත් edit කරලා තියෙනවා handle කරලා තියෙනවා ඒක හිතනකොට අපි automatically how the activate කරලා another person the leave field the system administrator can find that day editing day the day and easily under and the pages image.
Hello. So your sound is low.
Now I'll finish better than you may continue.
Okay. Go to my files. All the things are we recorded as a video tutorials in our YouTube channels. All the videos are available. You can check it out. Let's go to the move file. Current situationally, that file is moved to the my location to his location. You can notice. So if you leave your location to another locations or resign your job or kind of, if you need to move your files and other related documents, so just go through this way. If you are acting person, so you just select, get his username and password, just working throughout his account. Okay. Now you can notice this file comes under his account, right? This is my file. I move this file to his account. Any other doubts?
Mr. Bharat, can
Yes,
you
sir.
hear me?
Yeah.
That means that files are saved under the